To solve this equation for y, I'm going to first draw my line down the equal sign and circle the y term. Now my goal is to get that term that I've circled isolated, in other words, by itself on the left side of the equation. So I've got to move any other term that's not in the circle. So right now I've got a negative 2x that's on the left-hand side that needs to be moved. So to move a negative 2x, the inverse of subtracting 2x is to add 2x. So I'm going to do that to both sides. But when I look at the right side, that negative 5 does not have an x, so it's not a like term. So I'm going to put my plus 2x over to the right so that it's not underneath the negative 5, so that I don't accidentally combine like terms that are not alike. So I draw my line. My 2x's cancel out. That leaves me with 3/8 y equals negative 5 plus 2x. Okay, so I've now got 3/8 being multiplied times my y. So I've got this fraction, and to clear up everything before I do anything else, the easiest thing to do with my fraction is to take my denominator, which is being divided, and I'm going to multiply every term in my equation by this denominator. That's going to clear out that 8 and make this a lot easier to deal with. So I'm going to multiply each term times 8. And what that does is my 8's cancel out, and I've got 3y equals negative 5 times 8 is negative 40, and then 2x times 8 is 16x. Okay, and so the last thing I've got is my y is still being multiplied by 3, so the inverse of multiply is to divide. So I'm going to divide every term by 3. And what I've got now is y equals, and I'm going to leave it as fractions, negative 40 over 3 plus 16x over 3. Now that's my answer, but I'm also going to go ahead and identify both my slope and my y-intercept. So my slope is always the term with the x. So that's my slope. That's also called the rate of change. And then my y-intercept is the constant, the number without the x. And that's my b, or my y-intercept. And that's my answer.